Friends, let me tell you that we need clear understanding of each type of statement, question, WH word, request, or order sentence in order to easily convey our meaning and apply them as per usage wherever needed. Hence, there is an essential requirement to study and understand our today's topic, transformation of sentences. Now, all have their own set of rules to get transformed. We shall be taking all types one by one, starting with 1. Affirmative types. Remove all the negative words. Try to get the exact opposite word. In case it is not possible to get the exact opposite word, we should use words such as refrain from, abstain from, prohibited, restricted, unaware, unknown, unable, lacked, without, ignored. Failed to and hardly should be the last options. Example A. She could not bear the noise. She was unable to bear the noise. Next is 2. Make it negative. Try to get exact opposite words and use negative words like no, not, never, not only but also, if the given sentence has besides, neither nor, no sooner than, if the given sentence has as soon as, no other, none, if the given sentence has not many, few only, nonetheless, if the sentence has very few. Sometimes we can change the degree and make it negative. Example A. Rohan is the tallest boy in the class. No other boy in the class is as tall as Rohan. Just remember, while transforming the sentences from positive to negative and negative to positive, we should remember not to change the meaning of the sentence. Example A. Mount Everest is the highest peak. No other peak is as high as Mount Everest. B. As soon as the rain stopped, the children began to play. No sooner did the rain stop than the children began to play. C. She refused tea as well as coffee. She refused not only tea but also coffee. D. Only few attended the meeting. Not many attended the meeting. E. Ram was jobless. Ram had no job. F. I gave up the idea of explaining her. I did not retain the idea of explaining her. Example: if ed is used or past tense of a word is used, replace it with didn't. A. Ravi finished his work. Ravi finished his work, didn't he? B. Ramesh went home. Ramesh went home, didn't he? If es is used, replace it with doesn't. A. Ravi finishes his work on time. If es, use doesn't. Ravi finishes his work on time, doesn't he? B. Ramesh exercises daily. Ramesh exercises daily, doesn't he? In case of imperative sentences, command, order, request, even if the sentence is positive, use will you or won't you. Example: A. Open the door. Open the door, will you? B. Get inside quickly. Get inside quickly, will you? In case the sentence begins with let's, use shall we. Example: A. Let's start the game. Let's start the game, shall we? B. Let's settle the matter. Let's settle the matter, shall we? If the sentence has am in a positive sentence, use aren't. Example A. I am tired. I am tired, aren't I? B. I am busy. I am busy, aren't I? Then comes third, that is, make it assertive. A. Interrogative. Remove question mark. Write the expected answer. Example A. Who does not know the Prime Minister? Everyone knows the Prime Minister. B. Who is afraid of storms? Nobody is afraid of storms. B. Exclamatory. Remove exclamatory mark. Use indeed or very or really. Example A. How disgusting he is. He is very disgusting. B. How beautifully the girl sang. The girl sang very beautifully. Next is 4. Make it interrogative. Assume the question tag in your mind and begin with the same. Replace the pronoun with the noun if given in the sentence. Example A. Pratik is a clever boy. Isn't Pratik a clever boy? B. Let's start the game. Shall we start the game? Let us now move to next one. 5. Make it exclamatory. Either begin with what or how. Mostly when the sentence has very, begin with how. When the sentences does not have very, begin with what. Do not forget to put an exclamation mark. Example A. India is very beautiful. How beautiful India is. B. India is a great country. What a great country India is. C. The match was very interesting. How interesting the match was. D. It was an interesting match. What an interesting match it was. Interchange of the degrees of comparison. 1. Look at the following examples. It is possible to change the degree of comparison of an adjective or an adverb in a sentence without changing the meaning of the sentence. Adjectives that can be compared are called gradable adjectives. There are 3 ways in which adjectives can be compared, which are known as the degrees of comparison. 2. Changing the degrees of comparison. There are 3 major types of sentences that come with changing the degree. Type 1. Example. Lead is the heaviest metal. Superlative. No other metal is as heavy as lead. Positive. Lead is heavier than any other metal. Comparative. Type 2. Example. Lead is one of the heaviest metals. Superlative. Very few metals are as heavy as lead. Positive. Lead is heavier than most other metals. Comparative. Type 3. Example. Lead is heavier than iron. Comparative. Iron is not as heavy as lead. Positive. Please remember that we cannot change type 3 into superlative as only 2 specific things are compared. Rules to remember. Type 1. The plus superlative degree positive. No other plus as comparative, then plus any other. Type 2. One of the plus superlative degree positive. Very few plus as comparative, than plus most other. Type 3. When 2 specific things are compared. change their positions and add not, plus as, or than. Remember the pointers and joyous be your learning, friends.